Liverpool did indeed turn around, as we've seen on more than one occasion, Stevie, this season.
Yeah, I got to say, at the end of the game, I was thinking about this, and the first half is what tells me and is the reason Liverpool won't win the title this year. And the second half is why I think they're big favourites to be in the top four.
Right.
But that kind of sums Liverpool up for me. You know, you can't keep turning up away from home and performing the way they did, because better teams will be too far ahead of you. They're lucky that Wolves couldn't take the chances.
How were they so bad in that first half, Steve?
I think you've got to look at the international break. There's no question. When you go away with internationals and come back, it's very difficult to be your normal self. There's absolutely 100%. There's a little physical...
McAllister was shocking, wasn't he, that first half?
Well, he was in Bolivia. I mean, it wasn't like he was round the corner playing in a friendly. So all of these things matter. And as I said yesterday, when the circus comes to town, although Wolves are in the same position where the players away, they're playing against Liverpool, and so it's easier for them to get going. But once Liverpool got going, got the blood flowing and got into the game, all the reasons why we think they're going to be in the top four, the attacking talent they have came to the fore, and in the end, they deserved it. I certainly wasn't saying that at half-time, though.
They did deserve it.
Yep.
They were, but look, he dropped Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones a little deeper after in the second half. He brought Diaz on. He took McAllister off, who didn't have a great game, but we know he's a fantastic player. And he pushed the full-backs, basically got forward a lot more. And it was just more like Liverpool. But listen, he's already piping on about these half 12:30 kickoffs, right? And I understand, McAllister's been in Bolivia. You know, you've got Luis Diaz, South American. You've got Darwin Núñez, South American. Don't complain about players travelling from South America. When you're signing players from South America, it's going to happen.
Why is he doing it?
There's no way around this. And like,
I can't understand why he's doing it.
He said, we'll get two... He said, these TV companies, he's back on the TV companies, not worried about the South American players. It is what it is. If you're signing players and it's a global game, and if they're having to travel, they're having to travel. It's like he's planting a seed.
I know, but when you're doing that, normally you have a good reason for it.
Right.
What's his reason? Liverpool's no different than any other team in the Premier League. So it's not as if other teams are getting an advantage and all of a sudden everything's up against you. I don't understand what he thinks he's going to gain from coming out and saying what he's saying. I can't figure it out.
Certainly not helping.
No.
It's almost like a subconscious, you know, it's like...
Yeah, he really gets asked about it as well.
Yeah, the gaffer's on.
Go on, Don.
Jurgen Klopp? I mean, he didn't see Luis Diaz until the day before. He hardly saw Darwin Núñez until the day before. I mean, after an international break, should there be a 12:30 slot for the Premier League? I mean, in my opinion...
Well, when do you want to play, Don? Is 3 o'clock OK?
It's Champions League, isn't
it? Well, 3 o'clock is OK.
Let's ask the runners,
Are you telling me...
What time would you like to play?
Hold on.
Dan, you're going to hate me.
You're telling me the difference in performance is 2.5 hours.
Oh, Craig, I'm surprised at you saying that, being a former player, because I was just about to say that Dan's going to hate me for this, and that's fine. But I thought you two, being former players, would understand.
Hold on.
When you're away from home...
Hey, hold on, don't lock me in. I never said anything.
No, all right.
It's a nightmare. Kicking off at half-12 is a nightmare for the player. Yeah.
All pros hate an away game at 12:30 because your sleep patterns are disrupted. You've got to be shoveling pasta inside your stomach at 9 o'clock in the morning to try and get energy in for a 12:30.
Yeah, but
I think Jurgen Klopp's got a point.
But you've got to
he's got a point.
I'm not having that.
Liverpool have been in this scenario 6 times before today and not won a game.
If you're telling me at 3 o'clock... Listen, players adjust. I hear what you're saying.
Not to that. I think he's got a point.
You have to.
Listen, we've all done it. We've all done it. We've all come back from international games abroad, maybe not South America, but they signed the players. That's not...
But why shouldn't there be a 3 o'clock kickoff then? Why should we shoehorn a 12:30 kickoff in?
Because, unfortunately, broadcasters have to make money. You know, the broadcasters that shovel the money into the football clubs, that allow the football clubs to go and buy these great players from all around the globe. And it's not an ideal scenario, but somebody of the big boys has to play at 12:30. That's how it works.
Next time they've got one is Everton. in a few weeks' time, 12:30.
But we can't be using that as an excuse.
Yeah.
If you're playing at 12:30 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah. There's one
I'm
thing
not
to
having it.
there's one thing to understand the problems that it causes.